Hey there everyone! Today we're talking about what to do when you have two adjectives describing the same noun. Sometimes you use a comma and sometimes you leave out the comma. Confusing, right? Let's take a look. Here's our first example. It was a cold, rainy day. First notice we have two adjectives, cold and rainy, that are describing the noun day. Now notice the comma between cold and rainy. Why do we put a comma there? Because these two adjectives are what we call coordinate adjectives. They are equal in how they describe. They both describe the noun day in the same way, and because they are equal, they can be switched around. Watch this. It was a rainy, cold day. I switched them around, and the sentence still makes sense, right? That's your clue to add a comma. If you can switch the adjectives and still make sense, then use a comma. Now check out this sentence. We gazed at the bright summer sky. In this sentence, we don't put a comma between bright and summer because these adjectives are what we call cumulative adjectives. It's when one adjective builds upon the other adjective to describe the noun. The pair of words bright summer works as a single idea. If you switch the adjectives around to say summer bright sky, it doesn't work. So there's no comma needed there. If you can't switch the adjectives around, leave the comma out. And that's it for this lesson. Just remember, coordinate adjectives use a comma because you can switch around their placement, while cumulative adjectives don't use a comma because they have to remain in the same order. Be sure to use commas only where they're needed, and I'll see you next time.